Hi and welcome to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. Hopefully I am in frame here because I can't see because I'm using my other lens on the camera. But anyway, just want to do a quick video while I'm waiting for some figure stuff to dry. And thought I would give you a quick rundown on some changes I made to the work area here. So first of all, I finally got a somewhat decent bookcase from my father-in-law to display my models on. So as you can see, there's some of my built models right there. Lots of Sherman-based vehicles going on there. But I've got them divided up. Axis on top, well, German in this case, that's all I've got. US, anywhere from the M7 Priest over here. Couple of Calliope rocket launcher types. That's the Academy one. That's the old monogram one. The second model I built, getting back into the hobby. And then the other ones I've built recently. Then I've got armored cars, specialty vehicles, the Academy Stuart Honey, captured armored car, or half track I should say, sorry. 37mm gun I've had forever. You've seen a lot of these on my some other videos, but I'm bored, so I'm just doing this quick video. There's the KPZ 70 that I got from Peter Person, Matilda, some others, and then here's my, that's not really my stash, these are just some stuff that I haven't put in my cabinet yet. But I've got this Merkava here I'm going to be building soon. I'm just going to build it straight out of the box as kind of a relaxation build. Straight out of the box, paint it, maybe dust it up a little bit, but it's going to be right out of the box, not a lot of weathering going on. This is a partially built Yag Tiger that I got from my brother. I got that from my brother as well. And this, but this is just a bunch of spare parts. It's not really that half track. But I've got those two from my brother. This one is partly built. He started it back in the 80s and never finished it, so I'm going to use it as a paint mule and test bed. Got that from my buddy Ben Brandis. That's going to be a project coming up pretty soon. Just need to get some extra stuff. Then we got the MiG 21 I got from Peter Person for a giveaway he did. Looking forward to building that one. And then I've got my crew from my Stug 3 that is going to be coming up here pretty soon to continue working on. But anyway, got that bookcase right there for all that stuff. My plastic rolling file deals here, I modified that because it was two separate cabinets, or rolling deals, and it was one large drawer and then 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 small drawers. And I looked at them and I wanted to kind of condense my stuff together a little bit, and discovered that it's kind of modular. There's like little releasable snap things in each one of these. So I took the top off, or I took the top off of one of these and took it all apart, stacked them, restacked them all up. So I have like one of these just by itself with all my magazines and stuff like that, which is underneath the desk right there. But because I don't use that very often, so I was able to stack them all up and get all my spare parts and decals and all that kind of stuff in one unit. Then right here is the stuff I'm working on. The M10, I'm finishing up, getting real close to being done with that. Then I'm going to be finishing the BU 181, and then I'm going to be finishing the FW 190. Once I get those done and get the Stug 3 painted up and finished, then I can move on to a new kit. My little fridge, printer, there's my desk with my laptop I use for doing my videos and stuff. And like I said, you can see I'm working on some stuff here. Some figures I'm working on for the M10. using the Flesh Color set by Abteilung 502. That's the vehicle I'm doing. A lot of this stuff people have already seen it, but I'm just going over it real quick. And then I've got my my painting supplies, my CO2 supply for running the airbrush, and then all of my fluids pot. And then here's all my supply drawers, paints in the top couple, weathering stuff in there, and then tools, all kinds of other stuff down in there. This is my son's desk. He finally got it cleaned up so I can actually put it on the interwebs without being ashamed. It was just covered with tons of figures, and I'll get to those in a second. But anyway, he got that cleaned up, and he's all repumped to start working on some Gundam models. He really digs those. But then here is the other cabinet I got from my father-in-law, and as you can see, it's got these glass front doors, and it's pretty cool. On the top there, that is the Black Pearl from the Disney movie Pirates of the Caribbean. My mom left that to me, oddly enough, and somebody find this kind of weird, but this kind of stuff meant a lot to her. She left that to me in her will from whenever she passed on. And so I've got a nice place to display it here on top of this cabinet now. And then there's my 1/25th scale Tiger, my 1/48 scale Edward BF 109 E4. Really like that one. Then my Hemi 262 from my beginner series. Then down here, some more stuff I've gotten from different people. Open it up. What I got here, this is, you can't see it very well, it's kind of dark over here, sorry, but this is a Marine supply truck from World War II. That is an Army, like a flatbed with a Jeep, and my mom had bought those for me. Some of that collector stuff. It's got a certificate of authenticity. But yeah, it's kind of cool. She was always getting me stuff like that. She knows I really liked World War II stuff. She got me stuff whenever she could. This here, a friend of mine bought for me just after I moved in this place. He knows I'm into military stuff, and it's made out of steel. It's really kind of cool, and I was really stoked that he got that for me. So I have a place to put that. And then this right here, this cannon, it was my dad's, and it is actually a radio, and it still works, and it sounds pretty good. So that's that in there. I'm gonna do some more stuff in here. I just gotta put some more models in here once. So there's me in the reflection. Woohoo! And then down here, I finally have a place to put my books and stuff out of the dust. And this is a binder I did on my grandfather, and then these are all books pertaining to either the 76th Infantry Division or the 417th, which my grandfather was in. And then I mentioned this just after Christmas. My kids got me this, an ultra rare book. I know a lot of you have seen it and commented on it, but man, that's just, I really wanted to get it in a safe spot. Then we got the Tank Art number 2 by Michael Rinaldi. Sorry, very good book. I like that. And then I got my Willie and Joe books by Bill Malden. Really nice set. I did a video on those at one point. So that's the changes I made so far to the man tunnel here. And as my son had all of these figures here, this is where I had my model stashed before. And I moved them into the other cabinets over there. And then he put all his figures he did on his desk in here, and a couple of models that he's built. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them there. So that's where he's putting his figures. So at least they're in a dust-free environment. And then there's the rest of them. I've got to move those 2 over into my cabinets. Or no, I'm sorry, just that one. That one's mine. That one's his. The Tamiya Firefly, really nice kit, 1/48 scale. And then more of his figures here. He really digs the superhero and comic book figures and stuff. And then he's got some more over here. And this particular one right here, this one was my other son, Barrick. That is his. And that he has had, see, he's 22 right now, 22, 23, something like that, 22. And he has had that since he was probably 4 or 5 years old. And that is good old Wedge from Star Wars. But yeah, so that's some pretty cool stuff. But that's my son's other desk. This is where the computer is. This was my son Barrick's desk, but he's moved out and he didn't take the desk with him. So this is the computer game desk, and that's the model building desk for my other son, Skylar. So right here is where I had all my 76th Division stuff, and I've still got some of it in here. Commanding General of the 76th Division. That's a real deal Army Signal Corps photo that I got on eBay for a really cheap price because most people haven't even heard of the 76th Division. And then there's my grandfather and his, they aren't actually his medals, they're ones I had to replace them with. I had to replace his originals with these because his were lost years ago. So anyway, I was able to clear some of that off, and so all this is going to get cleaned up and re-straightened. And this cabinet right here, that is going because it is just, the top is a real rough surface and it just collects dust like crazy and it's impossible to clean. So I'm going to get rid of that and do something different down there. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That is the improvements here, here, and here. So yeah, that's the stuff right there. So, hopefully you found this somewhat entertaining and enlightening, maybe. If you guys have any questions or comments, as always, put them down below in the comments. And thanks for watching this video, and I will see you all next time once I get some more work done on these little blokes here. So until then, see you later.